Alright, hello everyone. Welcome to another video today. So, today I would like to talk about my vision a little bit. So, I know I have not gotten any of these questions yet, but I know in the future as my channel grows, I'm going to be getting these questions, so I'd rather quick make this video now, so that way people could just click on this video once they find my channel, or if they surf through my channel a while and just getting better understanding on stuff. So today we're going to talk about more in depth about my vision. So we all know I'm legally blind, but I know you all just can't tell by looking at me. Some of you might be thinking, oh, Christian might be faking it. He's getting attention. Well, you can say that, but it's still my reality. And I understand, like, yes, it's hard to tell just by looking at me, but you can't always tell just by looking at someone too. You have to look at, it really depends. There's really no way you should look about looking disabled. So let's go more in depth into my vision. It's pretty interesting. So I do have enough sight to see detail around me, even in my room, like a sighted person, but I don't have the same amount of degrees of vision like how a normal sighted person would see. So I'm not going to say the degrees of vision, the exact number, because that's personal and private. So the best thing I could tell you guys to describe it is that I can see far, but it depends on the object that I'm looking at, or depends on the contrast of the color of something. So here's a good example. So if I'm walking out with my cane at night with my family or something, I can see the lights of the cars from, like, I would say just about a block away across the street. And I could see it coming. If it's far away, to me it looks frozen. But then as it comes closer, I could see it coming and getting brighter and moving as the car goes by. But of course, during the daytime, you can't really tell during the day because the natural sunlight in the sky reflects off of the lights. And it makes it even more bright, which is more annoying. And then, you know how I went to the eye doctor recently a month ago, and my vision has still been stable from the past 4 years from that cataract surgery I had. And I had to get my eyes dilated, and I had to wear my sunglasses over these glasses because you know, like, your eyes get weird and wonky for a while, and your eyes have that heaviness feeling after they numb you. So when they do the numbing drops, it feels, this is going to sound weird, but it literally feels like my eyes are going to fall out of my head. I know that sounds weird, but that's how it is to me, because the heaviness kicks in after like 20 or 30 minutes, and then that's what it feels like sometimes, and it's harder to focus on stuff. Plus I have the nystagmus, and it makes my eyes shake uncontrollably when I look at something farther away. So to me, it looks like everything is moving in like circles or like left and right. Like on the eye chart, for example, if I'm really trying to take it all in to focus, to measure, to check the measurement of my visual acuities. Also, one more thing. I just had to think about something. So when my eyes are closed, and because I have the nystagmus, I'm going to do this right now. I don't know if you could tell, but if I touch my eye and my eyes uncontrollably shake, I can feel my eyes shaking from the nystagmus, which is, it's weird, but it's how I can feel it. But when my eyes are open, there's no way I could feel it because I can't control it. But if, you know how when you push on your eyes, and you have those little sparkles, or I guess lights that flash, that's what I experience. But there's For those of you that are wondering, is there any certain colors? No, there's really not. I really don't take it in what colors they are. It's really hard for me to focus in on it. All I know is that they just flash and they just go away after a little bit. It happens if I'm tired or if my eyes are closed for a significant amount of time during the day or night. I can see colors too, like a sighted person, but sometimes I can't always tell because sometimes I don't know how to say I don't see that because I think it's what everybody else is seeing, that's what they're seeing, but they really aren't. Now, I'm not colorblind in any way. I am just telling you sometimes it depends on what I'm doing or looking at. That's the best way I could describe it. This is just basically talking about my left eye. Now let's talk about my right eye, the one I don't have any vision in. So I used to have light perception, as you know, and it slowly faded away over time. So what happened so I can still feel the heat of the slit lamp in the eye doctor's office when they examine both of my eyes. But I can't see the light. I could just feel the heat, even when my eyes open. I just can't really, I just don't have any field of vision at all in this eye at all. So to me, it's pretty much dark. I think darkness. But in my left eye, I do have a field of vision. So what they do is they do the visual field test. So what that is basically where you're in this bowl, you look through this lens, and you have to stare at this target with an orange light. And there's a ton of lights that flash around. And it's also to measure my my light perception too, to see if I can still see certain lights. I can see dim and bright lights, but it really depends on how it looks to me. Because, you know, like they make the room around you so dark when the nurse examines that. And you have to click this button, this remote. I like doing it because I like pushing buttons a lot. I'm like, I just keep doing it and I hear the beeping sound. It's really cool. It's really cool. I also do the OCT scan, which stands for ocular coherence tomography, which is basically where they scan the layers of your retina. My retina is pretty healthy. Really nothing there. You really just stare inside this camera. The flash is really bright. It makes a big glare. And you have to stare at this green cross that I see blinking. And I cannot, they always tell me to hold still. And I'm pretty well, I'm cooperative with it. And I think I see a little bit of red inside the lens, but I can't really tell what that is. Like, to me, it's like a ton of lines. It's really cool. Every time when I blink, I see the red lines blinking with it. It seems like it's scanning, like, my eye in a way. It's very fascinating. But yeah, like, that's pretty much all I can tell you guys on how my vision is. Based on what I know, it's the best description I can do. So hope this gave you a better understanding on that I am legally blind. There's just certain stuff that's pretty fascinating about my vision that no one else experiences. It would be really cool if someone can like jump in my brain and see what I see. That would be really cool, but it's not the reality. Also, another thing I forgot to mention is my depth perception. So I do have depth perception, kind of like a sighted person, but so here's a great example, stairs. So this is the whole reason why I had to use a white cane. When I was younger, before I even started using a cane, I had enough vision to without it, but I still feel safe with it now using my cane. But so with stairs, it depends on the contrast. So at my older middle school, there's the stairs in every part of the building. They have these yellow strips of tape on each step. And I was able to know that it went downward. But if they weren't there, then to me, it just looks like a nothing. It doesn't look like anything. It looks like a slide or something to me. Even to any sighted person in a possible way. But that's just how my depth perception is. And there's been times where I fell down the stairs almost. Because to me, like, everything was just flat to me and there was nothing. And I would always put my foot out because I would be scared to fall because I couldn't see it like a sighted person. So yeah, that's a little example of my depth perception on why I use a cane and how it works, even though I could see pretty well. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and that'll be it. Bye.